My child, my beloved, what you are about to hear is not just a video. It is a divine intervention. And if you feel a strange warmth in your chest or chills across your skin while watching this, that is not your imagination. That is heaven speaking to you. Archangel Michael tried to get in touch with you last night. When an archangel begs heaven for just 2 seconds of your attention, God heard him call your name 3 times. Do you understand what that means, sweet soul? It means something is about to come out. They haven't told you this. This message isn't just important. Your guardian angel, Archangel Michael, tells you, this is your last shield. Archangel Michael tells him, open this. These aren't just words anymore. This holy order was sealed by the flame of the heavens. Today is a very important day. The person who was planning to hurt you has now been caught. It's also not a dream. You are being shown things by God that you were never meant to learn. Didn't you feel it? Some people made you feel weird, but you didn't pay attention to it because you didn't have proof. Your spirit only hears whispers. Today that whisper turns into a thunder. Archangel Michael wrote the name on a scroll. That scroll has been opened so that only you can see it. Don't skip, don't go. Because if you do, they'll win right away. This person has been watched by heaven for months, writing down what they said and did behind your back. It hurts to remember how much you trusted them. Someone who smiled at you from behind, they were making trouble happen. They were planning something even worse for tonight, but God stopped it. Yes, God stopped the bad plan before it could happen and gave you a peaceful life. Archangel Michael stood in the middle with his sword drawn and yelled, not this child. Not right now. Not today. Don't take this lightly, my beloved. You might never see the whole truth if you skip this message. The window of opportunity to reveal them is very small. According to Archangel Michael, and this message will disappear from the air's view in a matter of minutes. Because of this, I beg you, with all the fire in my wings, please let your heart be open. You can only stay safe this way. There are enemies hiding in plain sight that you didn't even know were there. But heaven has been keeping track. Let out any tears you may be feeling right now. It means that your soul is finally realizing what it has known all along. You weren't crazy. You were not thinking too much. You were picked. The truth is now ready to meet you in person. If this child doesn't open this now, the trap will work, said Archangel Michael. This message was sent to you today for a reason. Not tomorrow or next week, but today because there was a big event planned for tonight. You could walk right into what the signs were trying to warn you about if you don't pay attention to this. The angels will not be able to warn you in the same way in the future. Archangel Michael is shaking with stress. Yes, even angels shake when time runs out. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a divine mission too. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. Faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Now, before we go any further with this revelation, I want you to say something. Not only are you leaving a comment when you write it, you are also letting the divine move in your life. Stay with me. Because the name that has been hidden in. Type Amen in the comments below as a sign that you are ready to receive what heaven is about to reveal. Your spirit is about to come out. This one is for you. Pay close attention, because I was told to tell you this exactly how Archangel Michael said it. Someone who wants to hurt you. I heard their name 3 times in heaven and wrote it down in golden light. I am sure that this child will feel it in their soul when I say it. That is how they will understand. That is how they will remember. But beloved, there is more. There is a reason. Archangel, don't just watch this. Michael says, travel through it, because this message is about more than just getting exposed. You'll be safe. A divine cloak is about to fall on your life, but you have to stay. Pay attention. Heaven shuts the window as soon as you click off. So, you need to let your soul out. Now, take a deep breath. Do you feel that sudden heat on your skin? That's it. The sign from God that you are where you should be and at the right time. There is no mistake in this message. This time it's not a mistake. It's worse than you thought once you found the person who wants to hurt you. This next part is your sign. Sign up now if you haven't already, because Archangel Michael said that people who really understand this message won't just watch. The gods will guide them along their paths. When you subscribe, you are telling heaven, I heard you. I am now listening. It is possible to stop something before it starts. A betrayal, a spiritual trap, and a toxic bond that seemed like love, but was actually draining your spirit. You have seen the hare's face before, but never like this before. They are getting desperate now, said Archangel Michael in a whisper. So I beg God to let me send this before it is too late. Dear one, know that you are loved so very much. You don't realize how much heaven has done to keep you safe. The proof is this message. You are not by yourself. You are not by yourself. Things are going on in the shadows that this child cannot see, says Archangel Michael. But I have seen all of them. There is a dark plan behind every call, whisper, and fake smile. I fought hard to get this message through the veil because of this. Because they are calling your name again tonight, but this time with venom instead of love. Because your soul knows this truth, that feeling. If you suddenly feel a pressure in your chest or a wave of heat wash over you as you listen, that is not fear. Remembrance is what that is. Their spirit knows what they tried to do. Now heaven is confirming it. Dear soul, you were never scared. You were receiving spiritual alerts. You just didn't have proof before. It is not as far away as you think. It has been a long time since that person has been in your life, says Archangel Michael. They understand what makes you happy, and they know exactly what makes you weak. The darkness chose them to hurt you because they were close enough that they could get to you without being seen, but no longer God. Just change the access. Archangel with his finger on the page. Michael is pointing to the book of exposure. He screams, "I am only telling you this because it is your time to rise." As his finger lands on the name, no longer can the truth be hidden. The spell breaks as soon as you accept this message. To find out who is against you isn't the only goal. It is also about waking up a part of you that will not put up with fake love any longer. Someone who stands up and walks in truth and clarity, protected, armored and unstoppable and child. That version of you is rising tonight. I haven't slept in 3 nights, says Archangel Michael. I told you in a whisper, please don't. Skip this again, beloved, because you didn't pay attention the last time you thought something was wrong. You gave. I hung out outside your window. A soft voice called your name while you dreamed. Then another chance. You shut down the voice inside you, but this time, heaven won't let you stay blind. There's more to this message than just facts. It looks like a mirror. Look it over. Right now, who comes to mind? What person did you forgive even though they didn't change? Someone always makes things worse before something good takes place. Archangel Michael says, that's the one. That's the name, because he loves you too much to leave you alone. God didn't want to hurt you by telling you this. You can be shaking. That's what the shifting energy is, but God turned the axis around no longer. Archangel Michael opens the book of exposure. He's also making the point that the enemy doesn't always have a sword. Some may come with a smile, words of comfort, or a hand to hold while they don't say a word. This is a spiritually important thing you need to do before I go on. Press the like button right away. That simple action that is more than just a button is a sign to heaven that you agree with this truth. If you like this video, God will bless you. You are telling God, Lord, I get this. I am ready for your blessings to come my way. Start the shift right now. God is sick of seeing you suffer. Because of it, you are not just going to watch this. This was planned in the court of heaven in the instant they chose to betray you. This message was born and now it has arrived, says Archangel Michael. So pay close attention. Your atmosphere will undergo a shift tonight between 2:10 and 3:45 a.m. You might wake up for no reason in your dreams. You might hear your name being called. It is not a dream. That is Archangel Michael coming to check on you. Realigning your soul is what heaven does. That person who wants to hurt you will try one more time. The miracle is here, though they are going to fail. This message comes to you with a divine force that you must accept with all your heart. One who keeps an eye on your soul, your home, your money, and your sleep. Tell them they are not alone tonight, says Archangel Michael. I will wait by their door. My flame will be in the middle of their house. It will not let anything through should you ever feel like giving up. This is your rescue. If you have ever felt like you were cursed, blocked, or attacked in spirit, you have to make a choice, though. If you leave this message, you might never know the whole truth again. Let out any tears you may be feeling right now. It means that your soul is finally realizing what it has known all along. You weren't crazy. You were not thinking too much. You were picked. The truth is now ready to meet you in person. If this child doesn't open this now, the trap will work, said Archangel Michael. This message was sent to you today for a reason. Not tomorrow or next week, but today, because there was a big event planned for tonight. You could walk right into what the signs were trying to warn you about if you don't pay attention to this. The angels will not be able to warn you in the same way in the future. Archangel Michael is shaking with stress. Yes, even angels shake when time runs out. Now, before we go any further with this revelation, I want you to say something. Not only are you leaving a comment when you write it, you are also letting the divine move in your life stay with me. Because the name that has been hidden in. Type Amen in the comments below as a sign that you are ready to receive what heaven is about to reveal. Your spirit is about to come out. This one is for you. Pay close attention because I was told to tell you this exactly how Archangel Michael said it. Someone who wants to hurt you. I heard their name 3 times in heaven and wrote it down in golden light. I am sure that this child will feel it in their soul when I say it. That is how they will understand. That is how they will remember. But beloved, there is more. There is a reason, Archangel, don't just watch this. Michael says, travel through it because this message is about more than just getting exposed. You'll be safe. A divine cloak is about to fall on your life, but you have to stay. Pay attention. Heaven shuts the window as soon as you click off. So you need to let your soul out. Now take a deep breath. Do you feel that sudden heat on your skin? That's it. The sign from God that you are where you should be and at the right time. There is no mistake in this message. This time it's not a mistake. It's worse than you thought once you found the person who wants to hurt you. This next part is your sign. Sign up now if you haven't already because Archangel Michael said that people who really understand this message won't just watch. The gods will guide them along their paths. When you subscribe, you are telling heaven, I heard you, I am now listening. It is possible to stop something before it starts. A betrayal, a spiritual trap, and a toxic bond that seemed like love but was actually draining your spirit. You have seen the hare's face before, but never like this before. They are getting desperate now, said Archangel Michael in a whisper. So I begged God to let me send this before it is too late. Dear one, know that you are loved so very much. You don't realize how much heaven has done to keep you safe. The proof is this message. You are not by yourself. You are not by yourself. Things are going on in the shadows that this child cannot see, says Archangel Michael. But I have seen all of them. There is a dark plan behind every call, whisper, and fake smile. I fought hard to get this message through the veil because of this. Because they are calling your name again tonight, but this time with venom instead of love. Because your soul knows this truth, that feeling. If you suddenly feel a pressure in your chest or a wave of heat wash over you as you listen, that is not fear. Remembrance is what that is. Their spirit knows what they tried to do. Now heaven is confirming it. Dear soul, you were never scared. You were receiving spiritual alerts. You just didn't have proof before. It is not as far away as you think. It has been a long time since that person has been in your life, says Archangel Michael. They understand what makes you happy, and they know exactly what makes you weak. The darkness chose them to hurt you because they were close enough that they could get to you without being seen, but no longer God. Just change the access. Archangel with his finger on the page. Michael is pointing to the book of exposure. He screams, I am only telling you this because it is your time to rise. As his finger lands on the name, no longer can the truth be hidden. The spell breaks as soon as you accept this message. To find out who is against you isn't the only goal. It is also about waking up a part of you that will not put up with fake love any longer. Someone who stands up and walks in truth and clarity, protected, armored, and unstoppable in child. That version of you is rising tonight. I haven't slept in 3 nights. says Archangel Michael. I told you in a whisper, please don't. Skip this again, beloved, because you didn't pay attention the last time you thought something was wrong. You gave. I hung out outside your window. A soft voice called your name while you dreamed. Then another chance. You shut down the voice inside you, but this time, heaven won't let you stay blind. There's more to this message than just facts. It looks like a mirror. Look it over right now. Who comes to mind? What person did you forgive even though they didn't change? Someone always makes things worse before something good takes place. Archangel Michael says, that's the one. That's the name, because he loves you too much to leave you alone. God didn't want to hurt you by telling you this. You can be shaking. That's what the shifting energy is, but God turned the axis around no longer. Archangel Michael opens the book of exposure. He's also making the point that the enemy doesn't always have a sword. Some may come with a smile, words of comfort, or a hand to hold while they don't say a word. This is a spiritually important thing you need to do before I go on. Press the like button right away. That simple action that is more than just a button is a sign to heaven that you agree with this truth. If you like this video, God will bless you. It's like you're telling God, Lord, I get it. I'm ready for your blessings to come my way. Start the shift right now. God is sick of seeing you suffer. Because of that, you're not just going to watch this. This was planned in the court of heaven as soon as they chose to betray you. This message was born and now it has arrived, says Archangel Michael. So pay close attention. Your atmosphere will change tonight between 2:10 and 3:45 a.m. You may wake up for no reason in your dreams and hear your name called. That's Archangel Michael coming to check on you. That's what heaven does. The person who wants to hurt you will try one more time. The miracle is here though, so they will fail. You must accept this message with all your heart because it comes from God. Someone who watches over your soul, your home, your money, and your sleep. Archangel Michael says to let them know they're not alone tonight. I'll wait outside their door. My flame will be in the middle of their house. If you ever want to give up, nothing will get through. This will save you. If you have ever thought that a ghost was blocking your way, cursing you, or attacking you, but you have to make a choice. You might never know the whole truth again if you leave this message. Please know that each seed you plant will grow into a torch that lights the way for someone else. Your actions are helping God save souls who have lost their way. You can move heaven with your willing voice, but it grows with kind hearts. This is what I say to you now. Your gifts are like living water that flows into the life of someone who needs to be healed. God didn't just say, give and it will be given to you. In the Bible, your future is shaped by this promise that lives on. I'd like to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Do not enter this moment without a plan, without being honest, and without hope. The cash you give today is not a gift. The spiritual obedience that makes your heavens open is what makes them open. Give up your seat and see what God brings back into your life. You already know that this message is real. If even one part of the name makes your spirit sing, it's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to heal you. Truth lets people be free. There is strength and clarity. The storm is over today according to God. When you feel the truth sinking into your heart, I want you to say something. Type, I receive this protection as a covenant with heaven in the space below, and not just as a comment. Spirits will no longer be able to hurt you because you've told them so. When you write those words, you are a child with divine flame all over you. As you write this from the heart, feel the change begin. Archangel Michael says, "My child, if you are still listening, I knew you were brave enough. I knew everything would work out. That's the reason I worked so hard to get here. Don't worry about being late. You didn't miss your chance, but this is the last chance." Michael the Archangel says that the child's spirit is now fully awake. The light is there. As soon as they believed the truth, everyone in heaven could see their light. Also, beloved, angels are sent to fight when their light can be seen in heaven. As you listen, 3 angels are sent to you to protect you and show you how things can change. Everything that was sent to hurt you is now going back to the person who sent it. Now is the time to keep this divine assignment a secret. Right now is the time to join this channel if you haven't already. Not only do you follow a channel when you subscribe, you also become a part of the prophetic flow that comes from heaven. You say, "I am ready to receive every prophetic word God has for me." Your name has just been added to the list. The untouchables in heaven, which is run quietly, legally, and spiritually by divine law. This child has endured. Sign up now to have God's prophetic alignment over your life. Enough. Archangel Michael's voice echoes. Never again should any weapon formed to harm them prosper. Now comes the part that might make you cry because it did for him. Archangel Michael wanted to talk to you about this. I know how much you have cried behind my back. I know how many times you looked fine when your heart was breaking. I know about the betrayal. I know how lonely it is. I know how disappointing it is. I saw everything. I want you to know that every tear. It is my fault that no one protected you sooner, but they are now. Heaven is going to answer. Child of God, you have no idea what kind of favor you are getting right now because you paid attention. You didn't skip. You were sure, and that is enough for thunder to come from heaven. God is watching. And he is happy that the child who was quiet before is now paying attention. The truth is coming out. The name that was shrouded in darkness is now written in stars. You are protected by a divine seal from heaven, a spirit wall. No one with bad intentions can touch you ever again. You have been pleading for help, that is it. I will tell you more than a name, says Archangel Michael. The energy patterns, red flags, and emotional traps will all be shown to you. They will not get you again. This is more than just a warning. This is a deliverance. Say this from the bottom of your heart tonight when you lie down. Protect me, Archangel Michael. God, protect me. I am ready to leave the fake behind and enter the divine. You will feel it after just one say, a shift, a feeling of warmth or a vibration. That is the spiritual energy around you starting over. Now something wonderful is about to happen. God says, I will reward you with favor because you listened, because you accepted the truth. Yes, beloved, following obedience, miracles happen. The blessings will come faster than you expect once you stop avoiding the signs. The attack failed, but the blessing will come, says Archangel Michael. In the next 7 days, these things will happen. A strange dream that seems like a vision that is not making up stories. There is a divine plan there. A message from someone you didn't expect giving you clarity. A sudden release from something that felt like it had been holding you back for years, and a divine rerouting of your future. Because the path you were on was not right for you. The person who was sent to hurt you will try to come back with excuses, stories, and explanations. but they are not here for healing. So child, get ready for your heart to be heard again. They are here to fix the break that God made in the cord. Do not put back together what have taken off, says Archangel Michael. Let them go. This message needs to get to someone right now, not tomorrow. Now show them this video. You are not just sending a video. When you share this prophetic word, you are moving the anointing into your own life. When you give the breakthrough, you are getting to someone else. It grows. Someone who needs to know that their enemies have been found should click the share button and send this to them. There is no need for revenge in this message. Release is the topic. God doesn't want to punish anyone. He wants to keep you safe. You were never supposed to go through so much pain. And just in case you haven't heard Archangel, this is what Michael wants you to know. You are not like most people. You are holy. You have been divinely mocked. They were so determined to break you because they could see your glory before you even got there. Beloved, the enemy attacks what has power, not what is weak. That is why they went after you. But heaven is now standing enough, says heaven. Take a deep breath. Yes, beloved, following obedience, miracles happen. You start getting blessings as soon as you stop running away from the signs. They will come this time faster than you think. Archangel Michael says the attack didn't work, but the blessing is on the way in the next 7 days. These things will happen. A strange dream that seems like a vision that is not making up stories. There is a divine plan there. Clarity is provided by a message from a source you didn't expect. A sudden release from a circumstance that felt like it was holding you back for years. A divine rerouting of your future, too, since the path you were on was below you. Now kid, get your heart ready. The person who was sent to hurt you will try to come back with stories, apologies, and to explain things. They are not here for healing. However, they are here to fix the break that God made in the cord. Do not put back together what I have taken off, says Archangel Michael. Let them go. There is no need for revenge in this message. Release is the topic. God doesn't want to punish anyone. He wants to keep you safe. You were never supposed to go through so much pain. These things are important to know, and Archangel Michael wants you to know them. You are not like most people. You are holy. You have been divinely marked. That is why they were so determined to hurt you. They saw your glory before you did. Dear one, the enemy doesn't go after things that are weak. What has power is attacked by it. That is why they went after you. But heaven is now standing enough, says heaven. Take a deep breath. You are now in a new era, one where the fake falls off. Where the truth walks with you. Where your future is protected by blazing light swords. I will stand behind you, next to you, and in front of you, says Archangel Michael. No one else will be able to use your purpose again. And feel free to let your eyes water now. That is not being sad. Yes, that is release. The soul knew it was never by itself. Your spirit has just been turned into a flame. So the person who tried to hurt you has less power now. And that light cannot hurt any darkness. Now, child of God, say this out loud in a whisper. I accept this truth. Archangel Michael, this protection is given to me. I give up the fake. I step into the real world. Say it. As soon as you say those words, angels start to move. Doors start to open and peace starts to come in. Archangel Michael talks again. The truth has been accepted, and now heaven is adding your name to the book of divine restoration. That book doesn't just forget about the past, it rewrites the document. Every pain becomes a power, and every betrayal becomes a rebirth. And tonight your story is being rewritten. You are no longer the person who walks around lost and wonders who wants you to fall in secret. That time in your life is over. This is the start of the age of full divine clarity. People will start to leave you. Not because you are pushing them, but because your light makes it impossible for deception to hide close by. The person who tried to hurt you will now be seen, says Archangel Michael. Their words will not work. Their plans will not work out. They didn't know the heavens and protected your name. You are more than just a person. You are an investment for God. And when God invests in you, no one can make money off of your fall. A supernatural shift has been brought about by your obedience to this message. Child, you might feel lighter after a while. You might start to notice strange blessings. It is not a coincidence because of spiritual alignment. That is what happened. Now plans are being made for a miracle. God says there will be a window open in 6 days. Also, this child will get something they thought was lost for good. A chance, a healing, or a breakthrough that is so clear that it will make them cry. That is your sign. That is your confirmation. What does Archangel Michael say? They tried to keep you from seeing your miracle by giving you fake peace, fake friendships, and fake love. But we are not going to put up with any more delays. Now is your time. And beloved, the proof will shock you. Because soon enough that person who smiled at you while saying bad things behind you will be caught by divine exposure. Not because of your hard work. Let them get caught in their own web, says Archangel Michael. Do not fight them. Do not answer them. Don't fight. The judgment of heaven will take care of things that your heart could never do. One last word of caution, that person might try to come back. Something like, I miss you. I was just lost, but Archangel Michael says those aren't so sorry. Things like that are called tactics. Do not let them in. If you let them in, the peace in your house will be broken again. Don't be mean. God is not telling you that, but He wants you to be smart. Keep your energy safe like gold because it is not everyone should be able to see your light. Some barely dim it. Now pay close attention because this is holy. Something about your future has been revealed to Archangel Michael and he begged you to let him tell you. He saw you having fun. He saw that you were with the right people. You had a blessing in your hands that was so bright that even angels stopped and looked. He saw you free at last. He then said, if this child knew what I saw, they would never cry again over people who tried to hurt them. Not only is your future safe, it is also set in stone. The gate of sudden miracles is something that God is getting ready to open. Not often. It will not open until your spirit is in line with divine truth. Your spirit is in alignment right now. That is it for now. Financial shift, unexpected, proven, and unstoppable. A good talk that will make you feel different about yourself. A dream in which you see the number 7, a white feather, and a flame. That dream will tell you what to do. Remember it. The elimination of every hidden enemy from your path without your having to do a single thing is the final miracle. This child no longer needs to fight, says Archangel Michael. All they have to do is stay in the light that is now their weapon. Also, beloved, you are doing that very thing. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Take a deep breath. Now put your hand on your heart and feel it beat. That's more than just life beating. That shows that God still wants and needs you, and that heaven is still not done with you. So that this holy moment doesn't end without a message from your soul. I'd like you to end it with one. Tighten one more time in the comments. Please use your spirit to sign this. Know that God is hearing you. Your miracle is almost here, and the angels are getting ready. You should write it with hope as you type it. You're not there, but Archangel Michael is right next to you. He smiled for the first time in weeks because the child he was sent to watch over finally got it. He says, "My beloved, I no longer have to beg because you heard me. And because you heard me, everything will change." Heaven rejoices now truly because today you didn't skip the message. You didn't silence the truth. You opened the scroll. You heard the name. You saw the signs. And now you rise. Rise with clarity. Rise with protection. Rise with fire in your spirit. Rise with the sword of discernment. Rise with favor all around you because your enemies have fallen. Your angels have been activated, and your destiny is waiting with open arms. This is your rebirth. You are no longer who you were. And if no one told you this before, Archangel Michael will. I love you. I never stopped fighting for you. I never will. Now walk in peace because what was hidden has been revealed and what was delayed is being delivered. Heaven is smiling at you now. Can you feel it? Your miracle has already started. Archangel Michael is still with you. Even after this message ends, he will not leave because protection from heaven doesn't vanish when the video stops. It follows the soul that says yes. And you, beloved, have already said yes by staying this far. That is not random. Archangel Michael leans close and says, I want to give you one last thing, one last miracle, one final gift for being faithful. He reaches into the flame of that is rare. His sword and pulls out a crystal tear. Not from sorrow, but from intercession. He says, this is my prayer for you. They talked about you behind your back. Lied, made fun of you, and cursed your name every night. He wipes his eye and says, but now I can do what I want, and it was made from all the times I yelled your name in front of the throne. Nothing will stop me. God's child, you are now receiving blessings that you did not even ask for. Your body may start to feel light, warm, and tingly. These are not side effects. They are signs that the old energy is leaving your body. There is a spiritual detox going on. And what darkness tried to tattoo on your soul is being erased by heaven. This child will see light once more. My guardian angel Michael says they will laugh again, but this time it will be real. Now comes one of the holiest parts of this whole message from God. Archangel Michael tells him, tell them this straight from the Father. These are not Archangel Michael's words, my child. They are the voice of God speaking directly into your heart. I never left you. Even when you fell into the traps I told you about, as loud as you could, you called their name. I stayed even when you didn't believe the signs I sent. I cried when you cried. When you were too tired to pray, I watched over your house. Now it's my turn to bring this miracle to your door. No one will hurt you again because you were my beloved child. Take a deep breath in the warmth that comes from God and the peace that comes from heaven's blanket covering your soul right now. As these words are said, Archangel Michael kneels next to you. He is quiet now because when God talks to the child he loves, even angels quiet down. God continues, they laughed at your pain they took from you. They celebrated when you fell. But watch, because I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. And they will see you rise, but they will not be allowed to sit at your table. And now heaven closes the scroll. Archangel Michael says one last thing before it seals. One sentence you should never forget. Your fate is now safe. It's not going to work. To be sure, there will still be problems. There will be times when you doubt, but this time you won't have to face them by yourself. You'll never be alone in this new season. I want you to make it official. Is there something you need to do right now? Click the subscribe button. Clears throat. This simple action makes God's promise about your life come true. It's a statement that you are getting ready to receive everything that God has planned for you. Make sure you seal this moment before it's gone. Sign up right now and see how God starts to work. Today you walk with wisdom, divine fire, and the help of angels in every part of your life. Archangel Michael says, the harm is done. The truth is revealed, and now the healing begins. Prepare for strange peace, unexpected favor, and breakthroughs that you cannot explain. These are your signs that the message has landed, that it worked, that it was real. And if your spirit is still trembling, that means you have just passed a divine test. The test of listening, the test of staying, the test of not skipping again. And because you passed, you are now marked. Heaven knows your name. Your enemies have been silenced, and your miracles have been released. Now, as you prepare to walk in this new reality, I invite you to make one final declaration. Type, "My enemies have fallen," in the comments below. Let it be your victory cry. Let it be the testimony that heaven hears and the enemy fears. When you write it, you are not just commenting. You are closing doors and opening blessings. Write it now and step into your freedom. Now go live the life they tried to take from you. Go, shine the light they tried to dim. Go open the door that only heaven can unlock. And when the next attack comes, because it will, remember these words. Archangel Michael is watching and heaven is ahead of it. This is your story now. From hidden attacks to divine exposure to miraculous protection to a glorious future, and your soul already knows it is true. Archangel Michael is smiling now. My child, he says gently. This is the moment your life changed. And if no one else tells you this today, I will. You are worthy. You are seen. You are protected, and I love you. Now rise, because the next 7 days will change everything. Heaven has spoken. Archangel Michael is now at the entrance to your soul. His wings are spread wide, not to protect you, but to celebrate. He looks at you with tears in his eyes and tells you, you did it. You stayed. You heard, and now you are marked by light, beloved. Do you understand how rare this moment is? So many skip divine instruction. So many ignore the soft nudges, but not you, not this time. That is why heaven stopped everything to reach you. That is why time bent just to bring this message to your screen. You were never just watching a video. Archangel Michael says, because this child honored the truth, I will now call their name aloud before the great cloud of witnesses. That means angels, saints, and you were standing at a spiritual threshold and you crossed it. Ancestors now know your shift has begun. The person who tried to harm you has no spiritual access anymore. Their energy can no longer reach you. Their intentions will backfire. Their fake apologies will fall flat. Their secrets will come to light, but you will be protected through it all. God's covering is now permanent. You may begin to notice people drifting away from you. Don't chase them. That is heaven cleaning the air around your life. Trust the silence. It is not emptiness. It is space for new things to bloom. The right people are being sent. You will know them by the peace they carry, not the chaos. Archangel Michael says, the era of confusion is over. The time of divine clarity has now begun. Also, kid, let the next line sink in. You're not cursed. You were never cursed. You were picked. There was no reason for that pain. It was getting ready. That wait wasn't a denial. It was for safety. And that betrayal, it wasn't the end. It was the start of the making public. Do you know how rare this moment is, beloved? So many people ignore what God says. A lot of people don't pay attention to the subtle nudges. Not you, though. That's why heaven stopped everything to get to you. The divinely clear time has now begun. Also, kid, think about the next line. You're not cursed. You were never cursed. You were chosen. That pain had no reason to be there. It was getting ready. Putting that weight on wasn't a lie. It was to keep them safe. The story didn't end with that betrayal. It was the start of the making public. Because this is the real you, the one who knows the truth, hears God's voice, and can tell the difference between real and fake energy. The one they were scared of was that one. That's the version that changes over time. Archangel Michael talks again, but this time he does it more slowly. I no longer have to fight for you because you will never be blind again. You are waking up. Heaven was pouring oil on your soul the whole time of this message to heal, anoint, and realign it. Now no one can touch your aura. There is a lot of light in your home. Your money is getting easier to get. Your gut feeling is strong and your heart is safe. You enemy child of God didn't just have their name shown. The spirit of it was taken away from your path. There may be a change in your spirit right now. Let heaven know you're ready for more. Press the like button or double tap the screen. Giving money isn't just for this channel. It's about letting your faith out into the world. With every like, you show that God's blessings are on your life. Show heaven how your faith works right now. That's why they will stop talking to you all of a sudden. They will stay away from you because of this. It's not that they've changed, but that your energy is too safe to let them bother you right now. That's what happens when you do what God says. You are enveloped in a light that is so strong that even darkness can't see you. Take a moment now, remember all the times you almost gave up. You always asked God to show me a sign. That sign you asked about was this message. God replied, and it came now because God decided that the time for your delay was up. You are moving into divine movement, not maybe, not one day. Now Archangel Michael says, the child has heard. Now the blessing must move. You will see proof in strange ways, a number that repeats. A name that shows up in a dream, a conversation that closes a painful chapter. A surprise financial blessing, a calm peace that replaces years of anxiety. You don't need to do anything but stay in the light. Archangel Michael already handled the rest. And God, He is already 3 steps ahead of anything that tries to come next. So breathe. Your spirit is free now. Your path is clean. your heart is guarded. And from this moment on, if anyone asks you how you turned your life around, just smile softly and say, Heaven exposed the truth, and Archangel Michael protected me. Your destiny is safe. Because that is exactly what happened. You were saved, protected, elevated, and most of all remembered. You were not forgotten. You were not abandoned. You were divinely held. And you were finally free. You were attacked not because you were weak, but because you were shining. You were betrayed not because you were foolish, but because your soul carried something divine, something they couldn't imitate, so they tried to destroy it. The person who wanted to harm you, who twisted stories behind your back, who kept secrets in the shadows, who smiled while hiding knives in their energy is now being revealed not just by words, but by Archangel Michael watches over you now from above, not as a distant figure, but as the guardian who never left your side, and now darkness has no power over you. What is happening around you? Watch closely. People will begin to show you who they are without even realizing it. Conversations will change. Hidden intentions will surface. Your own intuition will grow louder. That is not paranoia. That is discernment. And that, beloved, is your gift now. Because Archangel Michael says the price of betrayal is clarity. This kid has paid the full amount, so now the must begin. God is no longer just protecting you from the attack. He is rewarding you for surviving it. Expect elevation, the kind that cannot be explained by logic. Expect divine relationships, connections that feel familiar, healing, ancient. These people will not drain you, they will restore you. Expect sudden closure. A situation that has been dragging for months will end in peace within days. And yes, expect justice, because the person who tried to harm you, they knew exactly what they were doing. And heaven knows it too. But don't waste your breath trying to explain it to anyone. Don't argue. Don't defend yourself anymore. That part is over. Because when God steps in, you step back. Archangel Michael says, let heaven speak now. What your heart can't handle anymore should be taken care of by the divine court. Heaven has given a spirit order. You will not do well if someone makes a weapon against you. The answer is no. When it comes to money, feelings, or religion, your name is now on a list of people who can't see you, even when you're by yourself. Even the bad things they think about you won't come true. There is no written list of those things. It's not heavy. There is nothing in hell or on earth that can erase your name. Do you still feel that tingling? That means your spirit is aware of the change. That means angels have surrounded you. And now heaven wants you to get ready for something you didn't see coming. I'm sorry. Yes, someone who really hurt you. It's possible that even the person whose name was leaked will try to come back soon. But not everyone who says sorry really means they're sorry. Some people just want to keep the door open so they can drain you again. Archangel Michael says be slow to open. Quickly pay attention because your peace is no longer up for grabs. Now is the time of divine must-haves. You are no longer the person who begged for love. The part of you that let disrespect happen is gone. You are no longer the person who kept quiet to make other people feel better. As of right now, you walk in truth, light, favor, and spiritual fire. Archangel Michael bowed his head and said, You are now the version of you that heaven has always seen. Say it out loud. God, give me your power. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for keeping me safe. I let go of all my enemies and am now fully living out my destiny. It is now a covenant that the promise was made. This promise can't be broken. Heaven has already sealed the miracle. Don't stress if you forget, get tired, or feel weak again. You and the person who tried to hurt you are already sealed by Archangel Michael. They are now going to hear God's silence that is the worst kind of judgment. The silence, the lack of grace, and the closing of doors that used to open for them when they carried your name and their energy was what hurt them the most. Since heaven doesn't like it when people betray their chosen ones, it's taken very seriously. Even more so when someone does it to you. Now, dear one, let your soul rest. You have too much on your back. It's been too long since you tried to be strong. Now is the time for you to receive, to breathe again, and to walk again, but this time without fear and with full spiritual confidence. The guardian angel Michael is no longer there. Now he is with you through every step, choice, and conversation. And remember this moment the next time you feel lost. The moment heaven broke protocol to reach you directly. The moment Archangel Michael gave you the name. The moment God whispered into your soul and said, "Child, I never left. Your story is not just being rewritten. It is being resurrected, and this is just the beginning. Now arise, because the glory that is coming next will make you forget the pain that came before." Before you go, I have one final assignment for you. Share this message with your network, on your story, with a friend in a group. When you share this prophetic word, you activate a fresh anointing over your own breakthrough. The same power that exposed your enemy will begin to move in the lives of those you share it with. Don't keep this to yourself. Be the vessel that carries this truth to someone else. Share it now and watch how God multiplies your mirror. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You will not just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. If you desire to deepen your connection, join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the pinned comment. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. Take the step. Your abundance awaits too when the night falls on your heart and the world feels cold again. I'll be right there in the dark, holding tight through every pain. Troy you for your mind, for you are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry, When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faithful community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.